Right, hello. Another another episode of Kingdom Come Deliverance. So, just going to get straight on into things, and yeah, enjoy.
Right up.
Right, okay, so let's get into it. Let's go and speak to Hans.
Here it comes.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out
Bit of
first.
a dick him, innit?
I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
And we can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
I understand. I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks. Even your share.
Do want him to
Thank
be
you,
that
Henry.
polite about it.
And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your hard work.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend, I'll repay the favor.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Oh, what are you doing? Right. Let's go and shift these in.
You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sacks, are you?
The innkeeper told me we should move the sacks.
So what are you waiting for? I'm bored to death already. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect no more from me.
Oof! That isn't half heavy.
Hey, get
Oh.
them out of here.
Where've they got to go here? Oh, down here.
I was wondering if you'd lend me your bullock when it's time to sow winter grains.
I need to plough too, you know.
What if you lent me the bullock on the Lord's Day? You're not going to plough on Sunday, are you?
No, not should
What
do.
now?
Except I don't have a bullock. You won't let me.
Do you know what now? I'm carrying these bloody sacks here. Right, we'll let me do this now. Come back.
It was their
Oh,
own
it's starting a
fault.
fight.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
You want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
Well,
I am Sir Hans Capon,
we're going to be doing
Lord
that,
of
aren't we?
Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Oh, what's he coming at me? Oh.
We'll finish this quickly. Nice hit!
Kurva! I'm wounded!
Hey! I'll be done with you in a flash.
Slice him up!
Beating shit out of him.
Filthy vermin.
Get so.
Hey! Get him! You
Slice him
shouldn't have
up.
fought with us, you bastard!
To me! Get him from behind! Surround him!
You're all servant!
Yeah! Don't spare him! Why'd he die?
Hey! You fucked up! Cordova! I'm wounded!
And one for dear old Ma!
No one!
Don't spare him!
Fuck you! Jesus! I'm hit!
No!
Stay away.
Right on the money!
Slice him up! Fucking
That's
hell!
too late now.
Let him have it! Unbelievable! Now we'll have you, scum! That madman! Why'd you do it?
Not just ugly, but
Yeah!
happy!
Spare him! Get the fuck!
Christ! I don't want the old day for you!
Slice him up!
Slice it up. What do you
That
mean
won't work on
slice
me!
it up?
Surprise, eh? Gun grubber!
Oh, that took more work than I thought it would do.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak?
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off!
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your fault what happened in the tavern.
What? My fault? You can't be serious. Whose fault is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
Surely it's not
I don't
my
fucking
fault,
believe
is
it. You're really gonna blame me for it? It was you who caused the brawl. You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me? Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't
Yeah, we
getting us
can't.
anywhere.
We want
I
these
understand
estates when we
you're
get back, don't we?
downcast
So.
after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
Bit
I'm
rude.
perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realized it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well,
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I'll have to consider what to do next.
Well, let him go out on his own then. He's not going to get very far, is he?
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! On the Bogo!
didn't go well, did it?
Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Well, we're on his own, lads.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
Right, so crime reputation. Yeah, so basically, you commit more crime, you won't be wanted in that area, I presume. You can improve your reputation for completing tasks. You can make it worse by committing crimes and acting dishonestly. The way you behave spreads among people, so if you help or hurt one person, others in the area will soon hear about it. If there's a lot of crime going on in the area, people will become more vigilant, arm themselves, and guards will call in reinforcements. Once things have been settled down, everything will return to normal.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Henry?
Who is this? Right, so look, can you zoom in on here? No. I can zoom in. Here we go. Quest tips. Let's go and see what she's got to say.
Aye, aye. You're in the right place. Over here.
Barra.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, probably right. It doesn't get much worse
Must
than
be
that.
nice to her.
Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offense, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
Where are you headed, if you're only passing through here?
For work. To the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been
We
in
do
the ship
bloody need
plenty
it.
of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet, but I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese?
Sarcasm.
I appreciate your
Me like
concern.
it.
But I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
You're something like a wanderer.
No,
Ooh,
I
the
usually find
wanderer.
work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
A lovely woman, just, glad to help. Her and, what was the other one called? Bazuna or something like that. Bethesda? I don't know what the name was. Right, so, what's this? Right. You gonna speak to him? Right.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
What's in here? Let's come and have a look. Blue.
Hey!
Oh,
What are you doing
Hey.
here? You're not allowed.
not allowed in here. What? Why aren't I allowed in there?
That's right.
Greetings to you too.
Rude. Right. POI tipster. POI tipster. Truckowitz. Right, let's just go and have a wander. You know what's down here?
After all, he's marrying off his only
A
daughter.
hired hand.
some clothes on, you scoundrel.
Aye, I was just changing clothes. Right away.
No clothes on. Let's put some clothes on. Nice. So, alchemy bench. Just going to have a wander down here. Can I climb this? No. Right, let's go and have a wander. General Commander. Oh. That's the alchemy place in there. Gardens. See, I don't know what I can. It's alchemy anyway. I don't want to go in there. What's over here then? Can I talk to these people? No. Presume if we keep picking these things up though. Just when we do need to use alchemy bench. Right, let's go and look in these barns down here.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Greetings, Master Guard.
It's a goo.
Huh?
Oh. Well, I can't be in here. Shit.
What? All right. What was that?
What? What is it you need?
Oh, sorry, mate.
God bless.
Landowner Jakesh. So we definitely can't be in here, can we? But if I move quietly enough. I don't know. What's this? What's in here? Can I grab this? No. Haha. Got a sword. Anything else worth taking? No. Right, at least we've got a sword now. So a bonus.
What was that sound? So it's you. Aha.
What's down here? Ooh. So let's put that sword on. whether I'm not allowed it
My
or...
husband stings.
No, I'm not, love. No.
Folks, help! For God's sake, help!
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Right, so, is there any quiet tips there? So the map's huge, isn't it? Don't know where to go now though, so maybe we go over here. Have a look over here, try and get a bath. So I know you can get like a horse and stuff, but I don't know. You need to buy that, or what's this? Oh, what's this? Trade. I won't trade anything. Okay.
God grant you health.
No. Oh, for God's sake. I didn't thieve anything though. Oh no, I did. I took that thing, didn't I? Can I wash this in here?
Greetings to you. What's that? Can I help you?
No. Didn't do anything. Hello, doggy. Right. Let's go around on that. So, alchemy bench, trade, scribe. Right. So, which one do we want to do first? Yeah, we want blacksmith, don't we? So we want to go to B, which is absolutely miles away. Lovely. Right. So add checkpoint. come back when we get somewhere close, because I think it's going to take a while. Right, so we have made it to Tashkov. Tachov.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it? Greetings, Master Guard.
Dice player.
Innkeeper, a beer!
God grant you health. What do you want, you yokel? But make it quick.
What's going on around here?
What's new around here?
Vostatek. Lord von Beregov's huntsman is a regular here. He might have some work for you. He's got a cottage near Vidlak Pond. So if you know your way around the woods, you could go and offer him your help. I hope he hasn't started drinking somewhere else. He's my best customer. You could also stop by and see Old Mouth. He's the local storyteller. He could tell you all sorts of interesting things. But only if you bring him some liquor. Don't forget, I have some here to sell, if you want. I'm working on a little practical joke myself. We have this little dispute with the Geliovites. You might be interested. And that's all I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, Innkeeper. You having problems with the Geliovites?
Not just me, my friend. They're the biggest bastards around. They've been nothing but trouble for years. The winter before last, they piled snow in front of everyone's doors at night, so no one could get out of their house. And last year, they broke into my cellar and pissed in my beer barrel.
Gracious. I hope you got your aim back on them.
Not yet, no. But since you're here, I've got a plan you could help me out with. I'd pay you well. You can count on that.
Interesting.
What exactly would you like me to do?
Don't worry. I won't make you do any shoveling or pissing anything. But I'll tell you exactly what I have in mind, only after you promise to help me. I'd hate to reveal my plan, only for you to go off and tell the Geliovites right away.
Right, we'll help
All right.
him. We'll help him.
I'll help you.
Listen up then. Old Albrum, the owner of the biggest plot of land in Geliov, has this beautiful bull. White as snow he is, the finest animal far and wide. Obviously, he's very proud of it. Very protective too. Now you, will give his beautiful snow-white bull a nice new coat of paint. Albrum is going to lose his mind. Simple, right?
Painting a bull, eh? That sounds like fun.
Right. We just have to work out a few details. First, we have to get some paint. I don't reckon we'll be able to get any here in the village. But you can try and ask Bartoszek, the tailor in Trotskovitz. I hear he dyes his own fabric. And after that, we'll have to make sure the bull stays still while you're painting it. Try asking Radovan, the local blacksmith. I hear he can make some kind of sleeping potion. If you pour it in the bull's water trough, I'm sure it'll do the trick. But watch out. That beast is enormous. You'd better put at least 3 doses of the potion in there.
Right. 3 doses.
All right then. Albrum's bull will be getting a new coat of paint.
Albrum's going to lose his mind. I can't wait. And remember, it's supposed to be a joke. If you get caught or something goes wrong, the whole thing will be ruined.
Right. So I need paint, sleeping potions, and to not get caught.
Aye. Almost done.
Welcome. What can I do for you?
People call you the Mouth, right? They say you tell all sorts of stories.
I'm no mouth to you. My name is Denyek. Got that? What do people call you then? Bughead? Arseface?
I'm sorry, Stenyak. I'm Henry.
Pleased to meet you. But you were right about the stories. I could tell you stories so sad they'd make the devil cry. Or would you prefer something so scary it'll make the hairs on your ass turn white? But it's a lot of hard work for me. Now, if you had something to drink or a couple of groschen, that might help loosen my tongue.
You know what? I think I'd rather come back another day.
See you later.
Cheeky sod trying to get money out of us like that. Right, so that bull one. Nice, is it nice? Ask Radovan, but we're going to see Radovan anyway, so yeah, it's the same thing. So let's go and see him.
I need something that'll put animals to sleep. Prochek said you might know something.
Well, it's true. I used a concoction that will put even a startled mare to sleep in no time. I once accidentally drank some and slept for 3 days. But the recipe is an old blacksmith secret. The kind you don't just give away.
Well, I don't want it just for the sake of it. I need to use it against the Zhelyov lot.
So, Project and Obram are at it again. Blockheads, both of them. And the place was just getting really nice and quiet lately. Well, what the hell. Maybe if I help you out, they'll start trading punches sooner and get it all over with. Pay up, and I'll tell you the secret.
Pay up? You said you'd help me. I ain't got any money.
So, did you want to make a deal or not?
I'm not good enough to do that.
All right. I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last 2 hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. What do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know
Henry.
The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Let's get
Great.
started.
Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. Go over to the anvil and let's get started.
There's chest. Right, there we go. So everything in there. Right. Start blacksmithing. Here we go. Hunting sword.
Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. Works mellow.
Oh, eating up nicely. In fact, it's got this in the game as well. It's a very in-depth game, isn't it?
But you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? It's the color of straw, which is what you want. And you heated the whole thing up. Nicely done. Now you can go straight to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides.
So you gotta do both
like
sides.
a lot of other things,
Jesus.
including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace
To the
from time to time.
forge.
Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil.
Lovely jubbly. Straight as an arrow.
Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
No.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
What a very generous bloke.
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. And they can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them. Though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right. Here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
Right. So all my beds are marked on the map apparently. Is it in here?
Greetings to you.
Is it in this one? My bed. So that's not mine, is it? Oh. Yeah, that is mine.
I hate sweeping. What are you doing here? You aren't allowed here.
Oh, sorry.
Come quick! Where is everyone?
Wait. No. Right. So, you told me I could sleep in that bed, didn't you? That's obviously there's a gaff in it, so. Go down here. No, there's nowhere to stay, would there? And this one? Ah, here we go. Right, this is ours. Nice. sleep for an hour. Save it. And go and do some more blacksmithing.
God grant you help.
I'd like you to teach me something.
It can be done, but it doesn't come. What are you interested in?
You said I could start doing. Right, what's the thing? Ask Radovan.
It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semin, and they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up, and especially the cargo. Go to Semin and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along the way. Maybe their cart broke down or something.
There's only one road to Semin that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskovitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Semin.
All right. I'll get right on it then.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick their asses for me.
Gladly. I'll kick some sobriety into them.
Doing that, right, so optional, okay, so what we've got to do now, listen to apprentices and I promised to oblige. Right, so go to the map, my guess would be down this way. He says from there to there to the south, the road there, and then to the south, so it's going to be down here somewhere. Yeah, that says so. Right, so we need some paint. Can we?
Oh well, what can you do? Farewell then.
Does that mean we've got, that needs 1, and they can be sold for 15. We'll try this. Let's try it. Let's try it.
Move it. Good. Now just to temper it.
Right, so we made our first horseshoe. So you can sell these for 15 quid. It took what? A couple of minutes to do. So I don't know whether I can sell it in. Can I sell in that? £3.20.
Take care then. Thanks for...
Sure,
sorry.
okay. Right, so let's travel to Sarkakov, what do you call it?
God bless.
heard you dye your own fabric.
I used to. I tried a few times, but I had to give it up. Troskovitz is on a hill, and there's not enough water for that. Why'd you ask?
I'd like to buy some pigment.
I see. Well, perhaps I could find some leftover black. If you have enough groschen, it's yours.
Ah, damn. That's more money than I thought.
Well, lad, a rare thing like that has...
Right, I can't buy anything at the minute, I've got bloody money. So, I think if we go down here and try and find this cart, which he said it's the road to the south, so I presume it's this one maybe? Oh, hold on. What's this?
What did I do to you?
Right, so
Hail Mary.
let's go and have a look at this road down here. I presume this is the one that they're talking about, 'cause it's south, isn't it? Directly south. Right, so that's southwest, it needs to be down here. Is there another road down this way? Thistle. So it must be. Oh, is it that one? No, there's got to be this. It's got to be this one, hasn't it? The road to the south, so it's this one. What's that? Valerian. Yeah, I just can't really get over how in depth this game actually is, though. But yeah, I'll be back when we find the cart. Right, so I believe this is Samine. I think. Let's have a look.
Don't cause any trouble, got it?
Samine.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad. So far.
I'm looking for the Takeoff Blacksmith's cart. Have you seen it?
Loads of carts come past here. There's going to be a wedding and they need supplies. Try asking Captain Gnarly.
Captain Gnarly.
Supplies. He'll probably be in the courtyard.
Thanks.
And watch yourself when you go into the courtyard.
Why?
We've got some wedding guests from Moravia. They're in pretty high spirits. It's still a while to the wedding, but them gents is already getting into the swing of things.
When's the last time I ate something?
Right, if he asks me that again.
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You alright there, laddie?
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? No, I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Samine is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck what you pray. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yarko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
His bears.
The old man's hired hands. Lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that.
Oh, gotta be quicker than that, buddy. Come on, then, you fecker.
I'll get you.
Come on.
Why did you do that?
Bastard. Come on, then. Come on, then. Think you're a dick. Shit.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
I do well at start. What's happening? Hey, there we go. Prick.
Come on. Oh, you wee blasted!
What in the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the foot.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that line?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takeoff Blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
Are you going to give me some
We'll be
food?
needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone. What we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, Blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
so-
need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yuriko is shit-faced, and your son
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I'm going to need an horse and some armour, please. Would
So,
be
lad,
much appreciated.
you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle.
I'm only
By the
yanking
way,
your pizzle.
The fellas at the gate say you came here on foot.
Yeah, I did.
Christ above. And how are you going to ride with us? On the back of my saddle? You're a bit big for that, ain't ya? And I'm a bit too old.
You've got a stud farm here, don't you? Couldn't I borrow one of your horses?
Aye. And then we'd never see hide nor hair of you, nor the animal again. We don't lend horses. But you're in luck. Our groom brought in a grey nag not long ago. Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and he'll give it to you for a decent price.
All right.
I haven't got any money.
Thanks.
Well, that should be that. Unless you've got any more questions.
Actually... And you, sir? What is it you do?
Well, son, I wonder if I haven't made a mistake about you. If you haven't figured me out by now, you can't be very bright.
No, I just meant, what exactly is it you do for Lord Semi? And your name isn't exactly very common.
I'm the captain here, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you what a captain does. As for my name, it's a nickname Lord Semine's grandpa gave me. May he rest in peace. When I joined his service as a young fella, I took my gnarly club with me. Wouldn't use anything else. I was used to it. And more than once helped me to, well, win an argument. I broke many a hard skull with it. And it's still in one piece. We've been together so long, we even share the same name.
You're lucky you didn't turn out to be Captain Knob.
Or Captain Headcracker. You're right.
We should probably get going.
That we should. But it's getting pretty late. We need daylight for a search like that. Come back in the morning and we'll set out. If you want, stay here. You'll get a bit of grub in the kitchen and you can sleep in the barn.
When's the last time I ate something?
That's lovely. Because this prick eats cheese. Eat the cheese.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Greetings, Master Guard.
Sorry, sir.
That bob I gave you. Don't get ideas. I wasn't at my desk. But I'm not gonna scrap with you again.
You're related to the Semis, if I understood right.
Aye. I wouldn't near be here otherwise. My great-grandmother married young Lord Semine's great-uncle. It's not every day that your, first cousin, once removed, gets married.
You've got quite an unusual accent. Where are you from?
Can't you tell? From Znojmo in Moravia. Lovely country. All vineyards and bonny lasses.
Well, you don't like it here.
Bonny
Any
lasses.
vineyards and bonny lasses here. The locks are broad, all right. They didn't exactly lift your spirits, but more the other way around.
You're a long way from Moravia. You must hold Lord Semyon in high esteem.
My pa holds all his kin in high esteem, so he sends us all over the place. But we didn't have all far to go. We were at a wedding in Rottenburg last week, a wee bit from Yichlava. Before that, it was a bairn's christening at Koschenberg, and another wedding in Darchin. Then a friendly visit to our kin, the Shellbergs in Kuhlberg. That's all I mind. I haven't been home for 6 months, and I dinna care.
Right, so what? So let's go to the horses where they were. No? Relax. Horses. Aha, down here. Right. Because that's where he said I can buy a horse from hired hand. That's his horse.
God bless.
Hello. Can I go in here? Aha. Right.
Wait, that's my pebbles. My girls. I thought they killed you down by that pond.
What do you need? Hurry up, I don't have all day.
That grey horse you have grazing here is mine.
What do you mean, yours? I bought it fair and square. I admit, it was only for a few groschen from some suspicious lad who found it down by the Rock Tower Pond, but that horse is not branded, so it belongs to me now.
Who sold her to you?
I told you already. Some young lad. He wasn't from here.
What did he look like? Where'd he go?
You're a bit hasty, eh? He had black hair and a big beard. And he looked like he'd been sleeping in the woods. And his breath smelled like hell. But I couldn't tell you where he was headed.
She's my horse. I rode in on her from Ratai, in the retinue that was attacked down by the pond.
Right. You happen to need a new horse, and this one just happens to be the one you already own. Does it have your brand? It does not. So you are out of luck.
Look, it's just one horse. It's not that important, is it?
What do you mean, not important? I sell horses. It's how I make a living.
Ah, well, a horse here or there. What difference does it really make, eh?
It makes a difference to me, and to Lord Semyon as well.
Ah, well. Never mind then.
How much is he going to
Fine.
charge me then?
I'll buy her from you then.
That's more like it.
What?
I'm sure you can take good care of Pebbles, but I just can't accept that price.
I don't want to lose all my money that was down there.
Satisfied?
You really won't convince me like this.
Ooh, 145. 125.
It seemed to me like you might have some history with Pebbles, but I suppose I was wrong. At least it certainly doesn't look that way. What with the pittance you're offering me?
I'm going in money.
I'm sure you can take good care.
Is this enough?
That's almost an acceptable price. Almost.
What a dick.
How's this?
Well, if you offer a
I
little
got
bit
it.
more, we can make a deal. It seemed to me like at least...
I changed my... What do you have for sale?
Oh, hold on, I can't buy these. Haggle.
Word about the price.
Sure, why not?
Do you accept?
That sounds really interesting. You'll convince me with that price. Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
Right.
What do you want, you yokel? Speak up.
I'd like to buy a horse.
All you have to do is pick the right one. I will take care of the...
To be honest, it's my first...
Then make sure you're first. Of course, I will Have you taken... You do...
I've already...
Tell me then.
I'm sure you...
Right, we'll offer 1 4.
Satisfied?
Well...
Do we have a deal?
Absolutely not. It seemed to me like you might... At least it certainly...
I'm sure you can take good...
I'll take it. And to tell the truth, I'm glad to be getting rid of that mare.
Great.
I trust you'll be satisfied.
Nice.
Get the horse ready for you and teach you to call him over. It will take a bit of time.
No. Just spent all my money.
Don't forget to get some proper tack as well.
Where is she? Oh, she's here. Right, so... Okay.
Everything all right, eh?
Oh, get off her. Nice. Right, so I need to sleep in a barn. In here, maybe? Oh. Sleep up here. Nice. Here we go. Right, so I can sleep and then save. So sleep till 7. Sleep until 7. Need to get some food. Oh, no. I don't know whether I should be stealing things. It's not gone well for me so far, really, stealing things, so I'm just not going to bother. Right. Find some food. Is there any food in here? A trough. No, it's a piss pot, I think.
I'm almost done.
Can I go in here? Aha, food.
There's nothing left here.
It said I could eat some food though. Have a look, see if there's any food up here. Aha! Nice. towards that. What was that? 'Cause I ate too much food. So, right, we're going to leave it there then. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. And yeah, very good game this one, and I'm looking forward to progressing it further. So yeah, see you in the next one. Ta-da.